happy to welcome Daniel. So without much ado, Daniel, karibu sana. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the introduction. I'm very happy to be here and to be able to take you through this session. And yeah, you've done a good job introducing me. So probably I can be able to share my screen so that we can start. Okay, good. Everyone can see. I also want to ask that we have a very, very interactive session in the next 30 minutes or so. So I'll be asking you at some point, you can chat, you can give me some response through the chat, and we can be able to continue with the conversation, not only having it as one-sided. So today I'm going to talk about how do you adapt your business or your professional by going digital. Andrew did a good job introducing me, so I don't need to repeat any of this. Probably just say I can see most of us here from the group, the League of Young Professionals. I'm a very, very proud member of the League of Young Professionals. And on top of that, being certified as a digital marketer by Google, which is among the skills that I'm going to talk about this evening. Actually, I'm a co-author of 3 books. Yeah, Andrew talked about Facebook for Profit, how you can easily use Facebook for profit. And the other one is Blueprint for Success, guaranteed steps to achieving anything. At the beginning of the year, I was able to, come up with this short booklet called Conquer the Year 2020, how you can make 2020 your best year ever. And I still feel like it is still an opportunity for us to reflect. The year is not far much gone. We are not yet halfway the point. And everything that has happened will give us an opportunity to reflect and see how do we make the rest of the year successful. So if you don't have this booklet, you can easily get it for free. After this session, just go to YouTube, search Daniel Mutuku, subscribe to my channel. You will see a short video with this image here. It will about a minute or so, giving you instructions on how you can be able to download this book for free. So this evening, I'm going to talk about going digital. And I've divided my presentation in 2 bits. Number 1, how can you go digital from an individual perspective? And if you're interested in business, how do you go digital in the business side of things? So I will start off with the individual. But before we get started, I can see we're still a good number. Which one would you be more interested to know about? Is it going digital individual or is it going business-wise? So in the chat, I would really appreciate just type in I or B, yeah, or just write the whole name, individual or business. Then I can get to see where most of our audience tend to be in. I can see Maria talking about business. Great. I can see who else? Oh, it was Andrew coming. Okay, I can see Renee, business. Christine, both. Okay. Jackson also thinking about both. Probably we have, who else are we waiting for? Okay, good. So both business, I think, has more votes than the individual. So I'll rush through very quickly through the individual bit, then we'll get to the business part. But thank you for your comments. As I said, it's going to be quite interactive. Now, when we talk about individual, I have just decided to pick 3 areas that you can be able to focus on. And number 1 is learning. When we go digital, or when you decide to adapt the online way of doing things, there's a very huge opportunity when it comes to learning. You can be able to learn anything on the internet. And specifically when you want to be more digital, there's some skills that I feel are very important for us to be able to try and master. You can decide to go for digital marketing, and this is any way of marketing. Now, if also you're in business, you see, as an individual, you can be working at a company and providing these services, or while you are in your own business, you can still be able to master these skills and try and advance your business. So digital marketing is very important. And this is how do you find ways to reach out to individuals in different areas through the internet. That will be either through the mobile, through the internet, the phone, the computer, and all that. In that concept of digital marketing, you can also decide to maybe focus on content marketing, content marketing is a great way of trying to give out information, valuable information, and creating yourself as an authority in a specific area. And that, of course, can be able to bring in business in whatever you're doing. There's also the aspect of affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you don't have a specific product of your own, but you can be able to partner with other companies that have products, sell for them or market for them, and you get paid a commission each and every time you are able to sell one of their products. Now, the good thing with this kind of skills, as I said, you can use it for your own business. You can also use it for as a side hustle or just at an individual level. The good thing with affiliate marketing is that it teaches you a lot to do with marketing and the perception of the market or the clients based on the product that you're bringing, and you don't go through the hassle of developing your own product. So you can be able to try out different things to see what really works. And one of the biggest area is when it comes to social media marketing. How are you able to get in touch or market your products and services through the social media and without coming in as very salesy? The whole secret about social media is being engaging. How do you engage people? That will be through asking people to comment, share, like, and have a conversation around a specific topic or aspect. So when I'm talking about learning, these are skills that are learnable. They are online courses that offer these skills. So you might decide to start learning and improving yourself in these areas. Now, this is just a handful of some of the skills that you can get. When it comes to digital, I was even thinking about search engine optimization, though that might be a bit at a different, higher and a different level, but we can be able to start with these few learning opportunities. And irrespective of whichever area you're in, you can decide, how do I get these skills? Another great area when it comes to you as an individual is when you talk about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the biggest professional networking platform in the world, but unfortunately, very underutilized by professionals. Now, what can you be able to do on LinkedIn? LinkedIn gives you an ability to create a very customized profile to be able to tell your story in a professional way. Now, it is not social as much, but it is very professional. And how you optimize your profile is able to send out a message to other professionals. You can be able to use it to network and get to know people within your field or your career line, both locally and internationally. And as you connect with them, you are able to now create connections, very strong connections, through engaging, asking questions, asking for help, providing assistance, just commenting and assisting someone who has an issue. And that creates a very big bit about LinkedIn, how it has been formulated to work. And at an individual level, it can help you while you're looking for a job. I've been privileged to be able to coach several individuals and professionals, and by just changing some few things on LinkedIn, they were able to receive calls from recruiters and headhunters asking them to attend an interview without necessarily even applying for a job. When it comes to business, I also feel like this is one of the platforms that is highly underutilized, because in business, if you look at it from a business perspective, you can be able to search individuals based on a field that they're in, based on their job title, based on the size of their company and all that. So I'm thinking, if I have a product which is meant for women who have kids, I can easily narrow it down on LinkedIn and on a very professional level, connect, network, talk with this individual and sell my product or to the company in a very easy way. So I would like to ask you to take some time and think about how you can be able to optimize your LinkedIn profile. And from an individual perspective also, I feel it is important for me to mention that you can be able to start utilizing freelancing. Now, as an individual, you know, freelancing is where you enterprise the skills that you have. And what I have here, I've just mentioned some entry-level kind of skills that you don't need to be way advanced, and you can be able to start enterprising your skills. Think about freelancing for people who want just for typing services, editing, and proofreading. A very good example, I think my first 2 books, I just typed out the stuff, and after that, I sent it out through a freelancing website. Someone was able to proofread for me, do the editing, and send it back. And I was able to utilize that skill and pay that person for it. There are several websites. I think I will mention them as I continue. So this is a very good way to start off. There are data entry jobs whereby they will give you information in form of PDF or images, but the company or the organization wants this information in a form that they can be able to analyze in a database and come with the tangible results or information. So you can be able to get this information, do the data entry, and still be able to earn out of it. There's also transcribing. This is taking videos or audios and converting them to text. So you listen and you type it out. There are courses that actually help people to get these skills. And at a different level, if you're a graphic designer, web designer, you can decide to enterprise these services. But it is not limited to this. You might be a photographer, you might be a videographer, you might be an accountant. There are several ways that you can be able to enterprise the skills that you have so that you can help someone else using an online platform, and they're able to pay you for that. If you have a pen and a paper, you can write these sites down, or probably I'll have them in the chat. There's a site like Fiverr. I use Fiverr.com. That is what I use for my proofreading and editing of the books, even to get book covers and all that. So you might even sign up just as a freelancer to provide these services. There's Fiverr.com, there's freelancer.com, and there's Upwork.com, and also there's rev.com. These are just among the sites that have good reputation in terms of doing freelancing. Those are the 3 areas that I wanted to talk about much when it comes to at an individual level. And I just want to know if there's any question or concern before I get to the business bit of it. I've just tried to rush quick through that. So any question, anything that you'd like me to clarify, or we are good to go? If you are good to go, just give me a thumbs up and I'll be able to proceed, yeah? When it comes to an individual. Okay, are we good? Give me a thumbs up. Let's, I want it to be interactive as possible. Then we can be able to move to the business bit. I can see Christine is there, Jackson. Okay, we're good to go. One more. Thank you, Christine, for your feedback. Jackson, you can hear me? Yes, so we are good to go. Now let's get to business. Now, when we talk about business, there are several aspects of business. And this evening, I want to take some time and share with you the best online business model. If you're thinking about starting an online business, what would be the best way to set it up? Now, when you look back at this, people who do data entry or typesetting or transcribe, they will say they have an online business. But this is basically online jobs, whereby you're just enterprising your skills. However, when it comes to an online business, the difference is that you're not just enterprising your skills, but you have some specific assets that you have online that are able to generate income for you. And these assets, they don't necessarily rely on you to be there to be able to run this business. So let me share with you this online business model. For you to get started with an online business, you need 3 things to start with. Number 1 is a domain name. And a domain name is basically the address to your website. We have a domain name which is careerpoint.co.ke. Andrew has one for his AM book club, which is andymotua.com. So basically that is a domain name which is bought yearly, and you buy, it's like you rent it for a whole year and you keep on renewing. Now, once you have a domain name, you then put a website on your domain name. And website is the biggest asset you can have. I can say the most important asset, then I'll talk about other assets that will come in when setting up an online business. And I put in quotes WordPress because WordPress is a free online software that allows you to set up a website and manage it even if you don't have any coding or programming knowledge. As long as you can type a text, you can be able to manage a WordPress website, and it is free. This might be the learning the start of your learning. Just go online, look for an online course, YouTube videos. There are so many websites about WordPress, and get this information. And secondly, another asset that is very important is what I call a sales funnel. And I'll talk about it shortly. So if you're planning to start up an online business, this would be the basics, and this is where we start. So the kind of model that has been mainly publicized, and what I usually see so many people do, is that for you to start an online business, you need a website, which is great. Now, on this website, all you just need to do is to drive traffic on this website. And basically with traffic, I mean people coming to that website to read or to do whatever is it that you have put out there. So they come to read it, the content that you have put in there. Then in the midst of your content, you put in ads. And when people click on the ads, you get paid. Back in 2010, this is the model that I adopted. This is what I had Googled and got this information, and I set up my website to do exactly this. A short 6 months, I realized that this is not the best way to be able to earn income or to set up an online business, because the ads are they pay very little, and you spend a lot of time and energy to be able to get traffic. And the bad thing is that once you get this traffic, once they click on this ad, what do? They go away. You send them away. So it doesn't make any sense. So what is the best model? Of course, the best model starts with your website. Remember, I say this is one of the most important assets that you have. What do you do with your website? You need to be able to put valuable information on this website. And this valuable content would be, what would you want people to come and read about? As an expert in a certain area, you might be an accountant, put in stuff about accounting. You might be a real estate person. What are some of the information that people need to know in real estate? Is it how to buy, how to sell, how to evaluate a prop, whatever it is, whichever area you're in, it can work. You're in IT, you are in an architect, you are an engineer. There's a certain content that people in that field consume. So make sure you have valuable content on your site. Now, once you put valuable content, then you bring in traffic to this valuable content. And where do you get this traffic? Sources of traffic include social. Remember, we talked about social media marketing. So how do you get people from the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to come to your website? You can be able to get traffic from search. And this is one of the skills I mentioned earlier about search engine optimization. So how would someone search the word like a book club and end up finding AM book club among the results on Google or any search engine? Then they click on that, they come to your website. You can use email through sending newsletter and automated messages. I'll talk about that shortly. And then there are other ways of getting traffic. It might be a brochure. These mainly are offline. Might be a brochure, it might be on a newspaper, it might be whatever, or word of mouth, and then someone will type it directly on the browser. Now, once you get this traffic, what do you do with it? Instead of having ads on your website, you need to have a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is just a simple tool that allows you to collect the contact details of these people who are coming onto your website. And once you get their contact details, you are able to put them in a sales funnel. A sales funnel is basically an automated system that allows it allows you to send autoresponders. And an autoresponder is an email that has been written in advance. that someone gets automatically when they get to your lead magnet. It allows you to give more value through email. So if someone, for example, came into your website and they were searching how to fix a car, maybe they had a car problem, and maybe there's something that is happening, and your website is about cars and auto care. So they read valuable content, and once they get into your sales funnel, you keep on sending them emails with more information about how to take care of your car, how do you reduce fuel consumption, how to do this, what are some, if a certain signal shows on the dashboard, what are you supposed to do? So you're still providing them more value, and the best place is to, the thing you can do is give them an offer and be able to sell from email. Email is the best place that you can be able to sell anything. And finally, on this, once you present an offer, you can be able to make a sale. Now, when it comes to presenting an offer, I learned this, I think 2 years ago, and I realized that there's no need for you to sell something on your website. For example, with the same example I'm using as an auto care website, and you're doing service for vehicles. So anyone goes to any garage, they're able to get their car service probably at a minimum of about 5,000 or 7,000 shillings. There's no need to sell on email and tell people, come to my garage, you get service at 7,000. It doesn't make any difference. Why should they leave where they normally go to come to your place? So you present an offer and say, normally it is 5,000 or 7,000, but because you are a subscriber in my website or in my newsletter, I'm going to give you a discount. You will get it at 4,000. So you present an offer and makes it so irresistible for them to sign up. Now, once you set this up, you can be able again create a community out of these individuals who are your clients and your potential clients. Give them more value, and this community will keep on coming back to buy from you. One of the things that I really emphasize when it comes to an online business is to think about what are some of the digital products that you can offer. There are a lot of advantages of doing digital products. Physical products are good, but when you think about it, you need to have warehousing, you need to have stock, you need to have delivery and all that stuff. A digital, most of the common digital products you can have is ebooks. You are an expert in an area, create an ebook, sell it. You don't need to keep on printing each and every time, and you have passive residual income. Among the books that I've written, Facebook for Profit, it's an ebook. I've never published it or printed it out, and I still make money out of it. People still buy it to date. The second book, that book, which is a free book, yeah, I don't make money out of it, but it is an ebook, and I'm able to give it out to anyone. Can log in, follow the instruction, and get the book anytime. So I don't need to keep on delivering the book. So ebooks are great digital products. You can come up with courses. You are an expert in an area, you want to teach people a certain thing. It will only take you a lot of time and energy to create this course, but once this course is up and running, it continues giving you passive income. And think about coaching, how you are able to coach and guide people on that area that you are an expert in through an online platform, so that you don't need to keep on redoing the same thing. You can record yourself, you can give out the modules, and it liberates you. You can still be able to coach people in the middle of the night while you are asleep. So I had a saying that says, if you don't figure out a way to earn money when you're sleeping, then you will have to work for the rest of your life. Digital products allows you to earn money while you are asleep. So there's the fact that I was coming to talk about this, I thought it would be good for me to mention about a course that I've created. It's called Creating a Profitable and Sustainable Online Business. And it is just going into details on what I have just shared with you. And I thought it would be a good idea that you are here, and I've seen most people want to know more about business, that I present an offer to you. So normally the course will go for about 10,000. Right now during this COVID 19, I have an offer going at around 5,000. But for those people, you guys, you're very special. You took your time and attended this live webinar. I'm going to do it for only 1,999. So if you want to go deeper in what I've just shared, you can sign up and get started with this course and learn what I've just shared into details. Now, the good thing, once you take up this offer, I will give you several bonuses. Number one, you'll have a free introductory course on how to set up an online business. How do you set up a WordPress website? So you'll get that course for free. On top of that, I'll send you my book, Facebook for Profit, that is going to be very, very handy when it comes to setting up your online business and getting traffic from Facebook and utilizing this model. And I'll also give you one-on-one coaching based on your business. We'll have a chat. I will be able to give you analysis, like if you're in agriculture, if you're in which IT, how would you formulate your business? So I'll give you that one-on-one. So I think it would be good for me just to mention that. You get this course right away. You'll get the introduction to the online business, the book, and the one-on-one for only 1,999. So if you want to take up the offer, please go ahead. Those are my contact details. My email is just daniel@careerpoint.co.ke. You can check out my website, which is careerpoint.co.ke. That is how you can be able to contact me.
Thank you very much. And thank you also for that very attractive offer that you've offered the participants. So I would encourage all of you to take advantage of it. Learn how you can set up your own online business. Take advantage of some of the free offers that Daniel has through the books that he's offering. And I hope you can advance yourself in one way or the other. Otherwise, thanks once again for taking the time to join in on this call. I really appreciate. Thank you for your feedback. Please take a moment and fill out that feedback form. And part of the AM Book Club, please join in. I'll be sharing a recording of this so you can be able to consume it at your leisure, and you can share it with even your friends and family. Otherwise, thank you and have a good night. Goodbye.
Thank you.